Hey guys, in today's video we're going to talk about how to get more shaft lean. Hey guys, so let's talk about shaft lean. Now, before we dig in here, I do want to let you know this is a member video of the week. Basically what that means is you're going to see a preview here of the full video that's on cogornogolf.com. Basically what we're doing is you're going to have 7 days, okay, to be able to see this video for free. It will be on the site for 7 days for free, and then 7 days from now we're going to refresh that with a new video, and that video will be gone forever on cogornogolf.com for paid members. So this will be a little bit of a preview of that full version. So let's talk about shaft lean. So shaft lean, what are some of the reasons why you haven't been able to get it in your golf swing? Especially if you're that guy or gal who's been playing and hasn't been able to get it. There's always those reasons why. What are those reasons? I'm going to tell you what those are later in this video, but before we do that, let's just quickly go over, for those who don't know, what shaft lean means. So when I say shaft lean, we're talking about how much the shaft of the golf club leans towards the target or away from the target even at the moment of impact. And we all know, if you watch good players, the shaft leans towards the target some amount. Now, here's the deal with shaft lean. If you haven't been able to do it, if you're someone in your downswing who's just trying to kind of get the hands forward and feel shaft lean, and you haven't been able to do it, it's because there's things going on earlier in your swing that are dictating that. And there's really two different things. And I want to start with the first one and the most important one. I want you to pay attention closely to this. Probably 95% of everyone watching this can't get shaft lean or can't fix a flip because of one of two different reasons. The first reason is your club face. And without a doubt, okay, when I make a golf swing, or you make a golf swing, and your club face is open to what? Open to the path that you're swinging the club on, there is no way that your brain is going to allow you to lean the handle forward and have shaft lean. What are you going to do if you have a club face that's too open? You absolutely are going to have some amount of flip look to it to square that club face. So, first things first, if you're watching this and you said, yeah, I've been trying to have shaft lean for 20 years, I can't get it, why is it not happening? You have to check the club face first. Now, in terms of checking the club face, what controls that? What are things you can do to actually fix that? What is the easiest way to fix your club face? The easiest way to fix your club face is through grip. Now, Eric, should all of you watching this just strengthen your grip? No, you should not. But you should check your grip and make sure that it's at least neutral or even a little towards strong. Can I have a weak grip and have shaft lean? Absolutely. But if you have a weak grip forever and you haven't had shaft lean forever and your face is too open, that's one option. So check your grip first. What else to do the club face? We have wrist conditions, flexion, extension. At any point in your swing, the more you flex or bow your lead wrist, the more that will effectively close the club face relative to the pass. So another thing you can do for shaft lean is have more left wrist bow in the takeaway. You can have more left wrist bow in the takeaway. You can have more towards the top of the swing. You can have more towards the top of the swing. You can have more in transition. You can have more at the bottom. You can even have more in the follow through. You can add lead wrist bow or flexion anywhere to help square the club face. And the last thing you can do is arm rotation. Okay, so I can have more lead arm supination during my downswing at any point during the downswing to square the face. Those are the three things you should be looking at to help square the face, because you need a club face that's square closed to have shaft lean. Does that make sense? You guys with me on that? If my face was pointed to the right, what would I do to get a ball to a target? If I had a baseball bat or a ping pong pad or anything else, would I do this? You absolutely would not do that. You would do some form of squaring the face like this, right? I mentioned 3 ways to square the face: grip, wrist conditions, arm rotation. I did not say this way, right? So what you guys do is extension to square the club face. So that's overwhelmingly number one. And the opposite of what I said about the club face is, imagine if I had a really strong grip and I had a club face pointed way to the left, right? And I need to make a little half swing and hit a ball at a target. what would I need to look like at impact to make that club face point at the target? I would probably have to have the handle more forward, right? You guys understand having the handle more forward is a byproduct of other things. So if I did that example, really strong grip, club face pointed left, and I hit a little half shot, I have to really hold on and have my handle forward. And then the opposite's true. I have an open club face with a weak grip, and I want to hit that towards a target. I now need to do what? I need to flip the club at the bottom. It has to do with that. That's like 80, 90% of you. Now, the next factor that's involved with getting more shaft lean before we get to the little drill stuff, right? Because listen, can I do this? Can I pop a shaft on the side of the club and do this and just say, hey man, do 100 swings a day and just get used to this feeling, right? Can I do that? Is that good to get a feeling? Sure, but is that going to fix your problem? No. If your club face is open and you're doing this and you take that away, it's going to look like normal. Your brain's going to still do the thing to square the club face. It's good for a feel, but it's not going to fix that problem. Now, maybe you can throw something like this in. You're hitting it to the right and you're like, what's going on here? And then you change your grip or you change your wrist conditions and reverse engineer it. Now, the second thing people do during the downswing that causes you to not have a flip, or not have shaft lean rather, is getting too steep during your downswing. So when you get too steep during your downswing and your brain knows you're out here, you have to do something to even that out. And usually what that something is a flip look at the bottom where you can't have shaft lean. So I would say 60, 70, 80% club face. Maybe another 20% of you are that little over the top move. You know, maybe 90%, 9 out of 10 you don't have shaft lean. Either have an open club face or are too steep during your downswing. Now, there's maybe a handful of you guys that say, no, right, my club face is good, that's not a problem. No, I'm not steep, that's not a problem, and I still can't get shaft lean. The last part of this is turning into like a full series on shaft lean. The last part of this is body rotation. So if you're someone whose club face is strong, right, and like triple check that even if you think it is, and you're not steep, right, and you still don't have shaft lean, I would be willing to bet you don't have enough body rotation and you have too much, some form of too much push off and slide and not enough turn, and you can't get a shaft lean look because your body's too far forward. If this here at impact with my body here compared to keep my hands in my body's here, which one of those looks better? This looks like it's probably pretty neutral. With my hands in the same spot and more rotation, now that looks really good. So maybe rewatch this. Club face, open face first. If your face is open, you're not going to fix that. Steep downswing would be second. Check and fix that. And third would be rotation. If you do all three of those things, then you have a chance to be able to train those in. I'm going to give you some little drills here in a minute in terms of how to train those in, but you have to look at those three pieces first. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you guys liked the video, please do me a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell if you haven't, and also please subscribe. Another reminder, if you do want more instruction from me tailored for you, check out cogornogolf.com. The link is in the description down below. Thank you guys.